She stood barefoot on the cold mat, her tiny fists trembling, not with fear, but with a storm she'd held inside for far too long. Around her, laughter echoed. Cruel. Sharp. The kind that doesn't just hurt ears, it stabs the soul. Yo, look at her braids bounce like she's in a cartoon. She even got Hello Kitty socks. Bet she can't even throw a punch without crying. 9-year-old Ayanna stared down at her feet, blinking back tears. This was supposed to be her safe space, her dojo, her sanctuary. But instead, she found herself cornered in the middle of a circle formed not by friends, but by bullies. She wasn't new to bullying. At school, it was the usual, why's your skin so dark? You talk weird. What kind of name is Ayanna? But here, she thought things would be different. Martial arts was supposed to be about respect, about discipline, about rising above. But bullies don't always wait outside school walls. They were 3 boys, Liam, Zach, and Owen. All older. All bigger. All wearing higher-level belts. They laughed loudest when she made mistakes, rolled their eyes when she got praise, and whispered when her mom dropped her off, a black woman in a military uniform. One time, they mimicked a salute and laughed, calling her mom G.I. Jane. But Ayanna stayed quiet. She practiced. She listened. She kept her head low and her heart locked. Every evening after class, she'd practice in her room, punches, kicks, breathing. She wasn't trying to be the best. She just wanted to belong. Then came the tournament announcement. It was supposed to be friendly sparring, students demonstrating techniques with one another. Everyone's name was drawn at random. Ayanna's heart nearly stopped when they announced her opponents, Liam, Zach, and Owen. A 3-on-1 demonstration, part of a showcase to challenge lower belts to defend against multiple attackers. Her name was met with gasps. Some chuckled. Even the instructor hesitated. You okay doing this? He asked gently. Ayanna just nodded. Not because she was sure, but because something inside her said it was time. The day arrived. The dojo was full, parents, students, judges. Ayanna stood in her white GI, belt tied tight, staring across the mat at the boys who had tormented her for months. Owen smirked. Don't pee yourself. Zach chuckled. I'll go easy, princess. Liam cracked his knuckles. The bell rang. For a moment, just a moment, Ayanna closed her eyes. Her mom's words echoed in her mind. People will underestimate you. Let them. Surprise is your greatest weapon. Owen charged first. Sloppy. Overconfident. She sidestepped, grabbed his wrist, and flipped him clean over her shoulder. Gasps filled the room. Zach blinked, confused. He lunged. She ducked, spun, and her foot struck him in the ribs. He staggered. Another kick to the knee, he fell. Liam was stunned. He circled, slower now. More careful. But Ayanna had found her rhythm. Her fear melted. Her movements were clean, fast, fluid. A jab to the chest. A sweep of the leg. And Liam hit the mat, flat on his back. It hadn't even been a full minute. The dojo was silent. Then erupted. Parents clapped. Students cheered. Even the judges rose to their feet. Ayanna stood tall. She wasn't smiling. Not yet. But her eyes searched the crowd. There, at the back, stood her mom. No clapping. Just a proud nod. That was enough. After the match, the boys avoided her gaze. Not because they were scared, but because shame had found them at last. The instructor walked over and knelt to her level. Ayanna, he said, voice full of awe, where did you learn to fight like that? She looked up, voice soft but steady. I was tired of being quiet. In the weeks that followed, everything changed. The bullying stopped. Respect replaced ridicule. And Ayanna. She kept training. Not to prove anyone wrong anymore. But to remind herself who she was. Strong. Resilient. And finally, seen. Because sometimes, the smallest warrior holds the biggest storm. And when she lets it rise, not in anger, but in focus, she doesn't just fight back. She rewrites the rules. Message: never underestimate the quiet one. Sometimes, strength doesn't roar, it waits. And when it moves, the world stands still.